Here's the thing though, what I've been doing is 3:30 every morning. I get up and I do my sprints. Yeah, I mean, those are prime sprinting hours. People don't realize. And that's how I know I'm succeeding, is if I'm doing my sprints while everyone else is asleep. It's a winning mindset is what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Hey yo, rich cat check. Meow 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 meow. I am spoiled kitty. I'm a kitty who takes everything for granted.
Good morning, everybody. Get this thing started here in a minute.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
It's Friday, TGIF Friday, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's feeling good out there. Internet land. It's football talk. Russell Wayne. Here we are. TGIF Best Choice Friday. We're going to go through the picks. Let's get it going.
It reminds me of a football show, Football Talk with Russell Wayne, 11 a.m. in the mornings. You should watch it because it could be good for you. It could be good for you. It could be good for your life.
What's up, y'all? This is Ifeatu Melifonwu, safety for the Detroit Lions. And I just want to take some time out to give a big shout out to Russell Wayne and Main Event Mike from the Detroit Lions Villain Squad. It's a fan page and a podcast. And I just want to say I appreciate the support of me and my team. And I encourage everyone to go check out their podcast and check out their fan page. Go Lions.
What's going on, Russell Wayne and the Main Event 365 Network? This is Jason Kabenda from the Detroit Lions. Here to give y'all a shout out, man. We appreciate all the support, man. Know you guys are big fans. Know that you guys are rooting for us to take the North this year, and we're going to do just that, man. Appreciate you guys so much. Just want to give y'all a shout out. You have a great day.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Good morning, Brent. Good morning, Scotty Reno. Reno in the house. Chuck Muskegon Posse in the house. Good morning, Fred Peterson. Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one, welcome all. Yes, it is Football Talk with your host. That's me, Russell Wayne, coming in right here. We are broadcasting live. Thank you for making us one of your listens, your football listens every single day right here. And we are broadcasting live. Oh, Mike bring himself in. Look at that. Sorry. Beautiful. Look at that. So we're broadcasting live into the Villain Squad. Yes, we have approached and crossed over 10,000 followers, 10,000 villains, super villains. And we have actually been talked into a Patreon where we're going to teach you guys how you guys can become super villains in training. Maybe we are broadcasting live into Mike the Bear fan. Good morning, Chicago. Good morning, Chicago. All the Bear fans that are out there supporting the Bears on your bye week. I hope you're enjoying your bye week right there. And the Detroit Lion News. And this is the Detroit Lions News podcast. Thank you for allowing us to broadcast into your 65,000 people. And now there's 14 of you watching out of all those people. So we're doing well. We're doing well, Mike. How you doing, Mike? Good morning.
Good morning, Russ. I'm waiting for my Tony Montana intro.
Oh, there you go. Main Event Mike is up in the house right here. This is the Emmy nominated Main Event Mike National. You went national, Mike. Congratulations.
National,
Tell them about it. You just went.
We're going national, public television, PBS. I mean, nobody watches PBS, but we'll see. If any of our viewers out there watch PBS on your local PBS channel, the show is called The Melody Grill. It'll start airing in 2024, syndicated nationally. It's a music and cooking show because I'm a cooking guy, you know that. So
That's right.
Melody Grill. But that's second fiddle, man. Detroit Lions is where it's at. That's where my head's at. Head's in the Detroit Lions.
That's funny. It's like, well, the successful thing is not this show. It's
Right.
It's your cooking show. But congratulations on your cooking show. We still do all of these bad takes right here. Every single morning, we're here to give you all of the bad takes, maybe all of them there.
When football season's over, the cooking show will still be there. So I got to stay immersed in this special season that the Detroit Lions are experiencing right now.
I'm liking this right here. We're just getting warmed up. Yes, we are. We're gonna move it up. Yeah, we moved up to 19 viewers right there. Wake and bake. Bowls and beans. That's what Paul Jones says right there. That's good. Okay, I'll take it. You know, whatever supports your habits right there. I guess right there. Yeah. Main Event Mike is also the star of our NFC North Open Mic each and every Monday night at 7 p.m. right there. You host that. You bring all of the Neanderthals in from all the other fan bases, and then you shred them. So much that we had to change it to a couch therapy session there for a couple of weeks because of the sensitive part of the other fan bases, because they're not used to this, which we are. Like, when we lose a game, we're like, most of us that are, the true Lions fans that have been through it all. It's just one loss, dude. What are you talking about? You have no idea what pain is.
Matt Patricia graphic. Has there ever been a more punchable face you've ever seen in your life than that? Good God.
My gosh, man. What a great job he did at sucking for years with us right there. NFC North Main Event right here, and Football Talk with Russell Wayne and Mike, my compadre, always joining me. It's Friday, Mike. It's time to do the Pickems. And I found a good graphic right there. We
Prediction Friday.
It's Prediction Friday, but I found this best choice up in the left-hand corner in there. And I want to start calling this the Best Choice Friday, because if you've been following the predictions, if you've been following what Russell Wayne has been doing, you've been betting my bets, then it turns out it might have been the best choice, right? I mean, what was my record from last week, Mike? Just before we get it, because I know we got other topics to get to, but I just want to.
You were 8-3-1.
8-3-1. I like that.
You hit your lock pick to go 8-4 for the year on your lock pick.
The Giants well. I went back to the Giants well, God. Baby.
You're like the only guy that's won on the Giants this year ever, probably.
No, I'm sorry. I went out of spot right there because we wanted to start. You told me that you wanted to start with the Green Bay Packers versus the Kansas City Chiefs this week. And this is a question that we kind of came to right here with Jordan Love. Like, he had a really, really good game last week, Mike. But is this something that we're going to be able to continue to expect from Jordan Love going forward, or is this just an anomaly right here? And I'd like to hear.
That's the real question, isn't it? I mean, we're really going to see what he's made of after he bounces back after his best game as a pro. By the way, hands down, his best game as a pro. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, yada, yada, yada. Passer rating 125.8. His best game as a professional quarterback. The game seems to be slowing down for him. It will be interesting to see how he responds. Will he come back with another good performance, or will he, come back flat? Well, he happens to get the defending Super Bowl champions to figure that out, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Green Bay offense ranked 19th in the league. So Jordan Love's going to need to have a really good game to have a chance against the Chiefs. And honestly, I believe that what we saw last week was not an anomaly. It was not a fluke. Jordan Love is going to be the real deal. He is going to be a quality NFL starting quarterback that the Green Bay Packers can win with. And I think we just saw the tip of that last week. The kid looked sharp to me. He looked so smooth in that 5-step drop, reading the field, going to his checkdowns. He did everything right, took care of the football. And just when the Detroit Lions were starting to get adjusted in the second half, they go into man coverage, turn their back on him. He busts off a 34-yard run down the sideline because he's very athletic. It's something we don't see a lot because he's developing as a pocket passer, not a running quarterback like Justin Fields. And he's going to be good. I'm sure of it. I've said it all along. I see a lot in this kid. Hoping that I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
Well, I'm not willing to go as far as you're willing to go so far because he has had a couple good games and he went off on the Chicago Bears in week 1. And then he had another really, really good game. But the two things that those had in common were he got out to a lead and wasn't pressured into having to win the game football wise. And he's had a bunch of games where he's had opportunities in clutch moments where he hasn't been so good. He was never tested in this game. They came out and they jumped us and they got out to a lead and they protected it. But Jordan Love didn't have to come in the clutch and do anything crazy in that game because they had such a lead. What will Jordan Love be? And that'll bring us into the next question right here. What will Jordan Love be when the defense makes adjustments and gets him into a close game?
That's a great question.
Now, the Chiefs, this is documented the last couple of weeks. They don't have the greatest defense in the world, but what happens is in the second half, the Chiefs shut you down, and then they were able to come back and win some of these close games. Now, it is just the Raiders and this and that, but the Chiefs are in the same position that the Lions are in. They're what? So we're both 8-3 here, and you got to go and you got to play this team. This is a quality team that you're going up against. And can Jordan Love handle the second half adjustments along with dealing with Patrick Mahomes too? What do you think about that, Mike?
Yeah, this is a great question. Steve Spagnuolo, defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, is a wizard. He has been in this league a long time. He's seen it all. In the second half of games this season, the Kansas City Chiefs have allowed 3.5 points per half in the second half. Only 3.5 points per game in the second half for the Kansas City Chiefs. And that tells you, and like you alluded to, the Las Vegas game last week, Las Vegas jumped out to a 14-0 lead. When it was all over, it was 31-17 Kansas City. So it shows you right there that Spags is a total wizard when it comes to making halftime adjustments. And Green Bay, with the 19th ranked offense, they are going to have to be able to respond to whatever Kansas City adjusts in the defense. And they're going to need to mix it up if they want to be competitive in this game. Green Bay's defense ranks 18th in the league. And Kansas City's offense ranked 8th in the league. So the story of this game is what it looks like is Green Bay's outmatched. They do have the home field advantage, and they're coming off a huge win against the Lions, and their quarterback is playing good. I think this game could actually be competitive at the end. Kansas City, a 6-point favorite on the road against Green Bay. So what can the Packers do about those adjustments? Well, they can give them different looks, right? they can change up the offense. Whatever they're doing in the first half, mix it up. Counter those adjustments that Kansas City's going to make at halftime. Try to anticipate. Coaching football games is a chess match, and you've got to think 3 moves ahead. And if Green Bay wants to win this game, that's exactly what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to show them something. They're going to have to surprise them like they did the Lions. That's what a team who's outmatched on personnel on the roster has to do. They have to do something unexpected, like take the ball at the opening coin toss, throw a bomb on first down, sucker punch the opponent, get them on their heels, get them reeling. We've already seen this year that, Kansas City lost 3 games, and they were all like that. The opponent came out, swatted them in the mouth, and they weren't able to recover. Whether that's because Kadarius Toney can't catch a cold, whatever the reason, that seems to be the formula to beat this team. Make adjustments at halftime that counters Kansas City's adjustments, and you've got to get off to a fast start, or they're just going to bury you.
Yeah, I believe that too. Where what team is going to show up? It isn't just Jordan Love. Malik Heath was the best graded player on either side of the ball in that game, and who? Can he continue that type of play? Because in those plays where he caught those balls, he was highly contested. Can he keep up that high level of play with Jordan Love? Because that's gonna, they didn't drop those balls, right? That's been a big thing for the Green Bay Packers is, these receivers keep on dropping his balls. Okay, well, can they keep on catching those balls, right? Can they make the second half adjustments right here? I think that the front 7 of the Green Bay Packers played excellent up against a very good Detroit Lions offensive line. They were able to get pressure on Jared Goff, and that's going to be the key to the game right there. I mean, you can make all the adjustments that you want, but if that adjustment isn't stop Rashad Gary, then Mahomes is going to have a long day. I think that they can win this game with where they're strong. As long as you don't let Mahomes abuse your young secondary, I think that you'll be fine. You might even have Jair Alexander back in this one. So, second half adjustments, I think forget about that. Just don't get blown out in the first half. And I think that you can be in this game, Green Bay Packer fan.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a good question there. I saw you laughing maybe with some of these comments right here, but there was a question. My question that Brent says, as we're going to move on here into some of the Detroit Lions call right there, because we are going to pick these games at the end, so we don't need to pick it yet. My question is, when will Hendon Hooker start getting involved? I don't see him doing anything this year, of course, but what will that look like next year? Do you want to jump on that, or you want me to hit that?
I have no idea what it'll look like last year. The last time the guy threw a football, he was in college in a meeting, any kind of game. So who knows? This is the pros. Sometimes college quarterbacks come out and they look like a deer in the headlights, and they just can never seem to adapt to the pro game. So I don't know. That's a great question, Brent. Thanks for asking it. I would be talking out of the side of my neck if I gave you any kind of answer. I don't think anyone knows.
Yeah, I have an opinion on that. I think that Hendon Hooker was drafted to be the future of the franchise. I don't think that it was just, oh, wow, look, that was nice that Hendon Hooker fell here. No, I think they had their eye on him, and then when he became available, they went after it and got their franchise quarterback for the future. And this is not a slight on Jared Goff, guys. I'm not trying to say, let's get Jared Goff, let's get the new guy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the Brad Holmes and company have had a plan from the get-go that they haven't apologized for. Oh, you need to go get guys and trade that. They have a plan involved that has these young players being a core, moving forward. And I think that Hendon Hooker is starting to practice, meaning that going into this offseason, when you come in next year, that you may have a question. You may have a question. Do you want to move forward with your franchise quarterback in which you drafted that is ready, completely healed from his ACL, moving forward with that? Or are you going to move forward with a Jared Goff? That's going to be a question. That's what that means. When do I see him start getting involved? The minute that he's ready. The minute that he's ready and they think that he's ready to take the reins over, they will do what they have to do with Jared Goff, and they will move forward with Hendon Hooker because this is the guy they drafted to be the future of the franchise.
And as we said before, I think it's going to be predicated on how Jared Goff does this year. What does he do? How far does JG take us? All of those things are going to factor into what happens with Hendon Hooker next year.
Absolutely. And with the great video that you threw up on the YouTube channel about breaking down what Jared Goff's saying, we don't have to do nothing with Jared Goff. We don't have to extend him. We don't have to do nothing. You got him for $31 million for the next 2 years. All it is a clickbait conversation.
And then you could franchise tag him 2 years after that if you want.
Right. So it's like, it's such a non-issue with it. Whenever they're ready to move on with Hendon Hooker, they'll be moving on with him.
At that point, Jared Goff will be 30 years old or 33 years old.
Right. So not a big deal. Not a big deal. I know that wasn't part of our deal for today, but we're moving on right here. And Alex Anzalone is not going to play on Sunday, Mike. I don't know. Is that how big of a deal is that? Can the Lions defense overcome the Alex Anzalone injury?
Well, that question could be answered with 2 words. Jack Campbell.
That's right.
Jack Campbell's going to play instead of Alex Anzalone. I think you told me he's going to actually be wearing the green dot, right? Calling the plays, having a rookie there. He's a talented rookie. Sure. He's a touted rookie. Sure. But that's a lot of responsibility. Alex Anzalone, that's the one thing he does the best is quarterback the defense and cover tight ends. New Orleans has a great tight end, Taysom Hill, who does so many things for them. Alex Anzalone would be responsible for covering the backside of the backfield and the tight ends across the middle. He leads the team in tackles. So not having him out there, it's going to be big. I don't think you can undersell. It's going to be big. Jack Campbell needs to step up. I looked on DraftKings. There were no props for Jack Campbell. I was going to go over his tackle total. I was going to see what that was. Nothing. So it's an unknown right now what Jack Campbell's going to produce on Sunday for the Lions, but we need him to step up and fill that void that's left by Alex.
And I love that call, and I'm excited for it because when they put Aaron Glenn up on that podium and he was talking, you could see his demeanor change when talking about Jack Campbell. This is why they drafted him at 18th overall, was to be the middle linebacker of this team. The only reason that Alex Anzalone was playing because he's a veteran that was playing out of his freaking mind. It wasn't a slight on Jack Campbell. They seem very confident that he's going to step right in and not only just play the position, but he's going to call the damn plays as a rookie. He's going to go out there and do what Alex Anzalone was doing, call the plays and lead the defense.
Didn't AG address this in his presser?
He did.
Well, I didn't watch it. I just heard.
He just AG is a very confident person, and a lot of people say that he's underselling the problems and everything, but they believe that it's just coaching and progression as they're going through these things. They believe that Josh Pascal is going to step up and be the guy opposite Aiden. The guy's a demon in the run game. Gets it if he develops any kind of pass rush, he's going to be a top end in the league. So that's what they think. Can the Lions defense stop Kamara? That's got to be. I mean, regardless of how good you think the New Orleans Saints are, Alvin Kamara is a beast. That's going to be a hard stop. What are you going to do about that? What do you think, Mike? Can we stop Kamara?
I think the Lions can start Kamara. He's averaging 3.8 yards per carry this year, but he was suspended, missed some games. He was injured, missed some games. He's trying to heat up. They got him going here a couple of weeks ago. That's going to be huge with Chris Olave out, Michael Thomas out. they are thin on weapons right now. So they need Alvin Kamara to step up and have a good game. That's going to be key for the Lions. And I've got to imagine that the Lions are planning their entire game plan defensively around stopping Alvin Kamara.
Yep. And Taysom Hill. I mean, this guy can do it all. That was somebody that they gave respect to in the presser as well. Was just, you got to know where this guy is, no matter where he's lining up. Just like Kamara, Hill, like they have versatile offensive pieces that can do a whole bunch of different things. Taysom Hill he's a tight end. He's like an H dude that can line up anywhere. He can play quarterback if you needed him to. So, I don't know. The Kamara idea, it scares me a little bit. I have to admit that is a dynamic player. It actually reminds me a lot of Jahmyr Gibbs. I think they're a very similar type of player. And you should give an attaboy out there to Jeremy Ballrick, because I went and picked you up at the tire shop yesterday and he hooked you up, didn't he?
He hooked me up with some good tires. Yeah. Thank you, Jeremy. The tires are great.
Unbelievable. I'll be jamming up at Jester's tonight too. I don't know what you guys be doing tonight. If anybody is in the Genesee County area, I would love to see you guys tonight. I'm jamming from 6 until 9 o'clock. And come up, eat some lunch. If you want information on that, hit me up in the inbox. I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but if you want to see a good live show,
they have good food too.
Great food. Absolutely. Greatness. But what do you guys think out there? I mean, the Lions versus the New Orleans Saints, as we're about ready to get into these picks here. Because, I mean, I'm chomping at the bit here. If there's anything else that you want to add to that.
Detroit Lions need this win, I believe. The Saints need this win worse. They are in a tight division race. They are behind Atlanta now by virtue of their loss last week. So this is going to be a really, really good game. Not an easy place to play in New Orleans. Loud, right? Raucous environment. But you know what? It's indoor. No way Jared Goff continues on this slide that he's on. It's got to end sometime. I believe it's going to be on Sunday in New Orleans. We're going to see Jared Goff go 23 of 35 for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He won't turn the ball over. 3 fumbles last week, 3 interceptions a week before. It's just uncharacteristic of him, and I look for him to get off the schneid on Sunday.
Rebecca says that the Lions will overcome. Let's go. And Brent says that he got new tires yesterday too. It was like a tire party yesterday. Everybody was like going out there getting their tires done. And here comes Paul coming in with the personal insults again. Gosh, he doesn't. Russ probably disappears when he stands next to a white wall. I don't think
this is the thing. He's got some other comments in here too. Last time he was in here talking shit, we invited him to the open mic where shit talking is welcome. This is kind of a safe space, so I kind of take it easy on people here. But it's every Monday at 7 p.m. Peter, Paul, Peter, Robin, Peter to pay Paul, Peter, Mounds, Almond Joy, Peter, Paul, Peter, Paul picked a peck of penises and put them in his mouth. It'll be Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You should come on out and Peter, Paul.
Oh my gosh. There you go. He gives Paul a bad name.
He's not even a good trash talker, but it is a bit comical. Mike probably gets turned on by sticking his finger in fruit. Now, your sister's name is Peach, so I guess you're right.
Oh my God, you guys! This is the family show here. You guys,
sorry,
we're getting. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. What kind of music do you?
I can take it back. I got to give him props on this one. Mike probably gets turned on by sticking his finger in fruit. All right, Peter, Paul, Peter, Paul,
Peach.
Peter, Paul.
I'm going to give you one for that one. Oh, Rebecca, what type of music do you play? I'm all over the place. I love Bob Seger. I love Pink Floyd. I even do a version of a Linkin Park song. Chris Cornell, Eagles, Tool.
He plays both kinds, country and western.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't do a lot of. I'm not a big country fan. Don't come up and ask me. I can do Friends in Low Places.
Folks, if you've never seen Russell Wayne play, you're missing out. He's definitely a good time and worth the price of admission. How much is admission to the show?
It's free.
He's completely worth free. I guarantee that.
I got free in my pocket right now, man. I got a pocket full of free, which is nothing in my pocket, which we got these guys from WWE Shop and we got NFL Shop. They're supposed to be helping us out with this. These corporate, we got to announce the corporate. It's a corporate part, Mike. But you see that fancy belt down there at the bottom right there that's got the Lions logo on it? They have these vintage championship belts that are pretty sweet. I hunted them down because I'm a huge wrestling fan right there. And you can get these belt with the link that is in our description or the comments right there. Or if you go to NFL Shop, we'll get you 25% off of your order if you use our link. That's one of their little perks for letting us be affiliate partner marketing partners with NFL Shop and WWE Shop. But get that sweet belt. I want to see somebody get that sweet belt. I can't afford it, but if somebody can afford it and show me a picture of them wearing it, that would be awesome.
Steve and Tracy Scherer, I don't know which one. I'm assuming Steve, but I could be wrong. Says, don't sleep on Juwan Johnson, talented kid, the tight end for the New Orleans Saints. And as we know, the Detroit Lions struggle with covering the tight end position. So I think that's an awesome call, Steve. Thank you for that.
Right.
And also, Juwan Johnson, he's had a couple of touchdown catches this year, but not really got cooking for those people. I have somebody in my fantasy league that took him, and they are very disappointed. So that's a guy they need to get cooking with all these receivers out. And if the Lions key on Alvin Kamara, that might be a place where the Saints go to try to generate some offense. So I think that's definitely a good call out.
Yeah, they're going to have to play. The cornerbacks are going to have to play up tight with these guys this week because they do stuff in short spots right there. But they're also weak against the tight end too. And we got Sam Laporta. I'm excited for this matchup offensively because both teams are going to be into the turnover. They're going to be trying to create the turnovers, but when teams are aggressive like that, sometimes you can get burnt. So I think I got a feeling this is going to be take the over on the points as I'm segueing like nicely right there into this last part of the show right there, but take the over on the points for, I don't even know what it is. What do you know what the over is for the Lions versus
I don't have the over under handy. I can get that for you real quick though.
Yeah, I would like to know what that is because if I would think it's going to be a high scoring game because I think they're going to get we're still going to unless the Lions defense all of a sudden starts playing real well. I think this is going to be like 35-28 type
47 is the over under.
Gosh, that's I mean, one team playing good defense like ruins that, but I would take the over on that. I think both teams are going to score some points. Exciting. It's going to be an exciting like offensive game.
You got him stirred up when you said Pink Floyd, Russ. Russ sings Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
amazing. You front one of the best Pink Floyd tributes in the land called "Have a Cigar." If you ever see that, have a cigar. And Dwayne says he'd like to come to a show sometime, but he lives in Saginaw. But that's all right. We play all over. I'll be in Bay City, Dwayne, at BMO's. If you know where that is in Bay City, I'll be there on December the 16th. I was going to go to the Lions game on the 17th, but they've now flexed it to the 16th, and I have a show at BMO's on the 16th, so I won't be able to go to the Lions game. F you, NFL schedulers.
Yeah, I actually have a show in Millington on Saturday. I don't know how close that is to you, but at a place called Benny's Beer Hall, which is it's like a craft beer type of place. I have all the the Michigan beers and whiskeys and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But I'll be there on Saturday night, 8 to 11 o'clock. So And if you guys ever want to know that, just hit me up in the inbox, man. I'm I answer these things with at least within a day or so. If you ask me a question about where place is going to be, I'll give you the down low and the scoop, and I'll treat you real good when you come out. Not too many of you guys come out to these shows like Jeremy B does. I'll treat you good in there, but I try to treat Jeremy good, and he ends up treating me real good, buying me dinner. Like, thank you for that. The last time you came out there and did that, that's amazing to me that somebody would listen to this football show and come out to one of my musical performances. And I know you feel the same way, Mike.
Absolutely.
It's like, what? It's like, wow, this is awesome. But couple big games, but not too much talking about the Vikings or the Bears because they're unbiased. Get rested up, get healthy for the Bears. Bear down, Mike. You guys got a big win right there. I mean, can you come out of the cellar, or is this or are you gonna go for 2 top 5 picks? Let's go. Either way, it would be exciting to be a Bears fan if you're into that rebuild type of thing. But you got some numbers for me, Mike? Can we move it on? Let me get some music going here.
Are we ready for Prediction Friday?
Yeah, we gotta get it going. Get our mood music going here. Move it in the background.
Sorry, I was looking up Peter Paul, his profile here. We actually have 3 mutual friends, and they're all really nice guys. So I'm just assuming this isn't. There's always one.
I thought you were going to go on a friend deletion thing.
There's always one dickhead in every friend group, and if you don't know who that is, it's probably you. All right, so here it is. Prediction Friday. Go ahead. You ready?
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, would it make Peter feel better if I went to Planet Fitness and I got start tanning and stuff like that, and got some of the complexion back? Would that make him feel better?
Nah, he'd just come up with some other weak shit for that. So
I just thought he didn't like white people.
It is Prediction Friday. You are watching Lions Talk with Russell Wayne. Wait, it's Football Talk with Russell Wayne. Did you change the title without telling me?
Oh, that was that was just Russell forgetting to take his logo off from the Wednesday show. So this is actually, it's supposed to be Football Talk, folks.
All right, Football Talk with Russell Wayne is what you're watching.
I'm going to fire the producer.
And every Friday we do predictions, and Russell does not gamble. I do. And I've been making a living this year taking Russell's lock picks. You should do the same. Russell is 8-4 on the year on his lock picks, and all 4 losses combined are within a couple of points. So very good at predicting games, Russ is. Last week, Russell went 8-3-1 on his predictions, and he nailed his lock pick. So do you have a lock pick prepared this week, Russ?
I don't. No, I thought about going through, and when you asked me earlier, it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, folks. Why would I change anything that I'm doing if I'm picking these things right? So I like it when it comes to me. I know a lot about these teams, and my first reaction is usually the correct one. So Let's go.
All right. Well, the first game on the docket is the Detroit Lions at the New Orleans Saints. Saints are getting 4 points.
The Saints are getting 4 points. Gosh, that's so tempting to take it right off the bat.
No, I wish it was.
But
3.
I'm not going to do that because you can't bet with your emotion. I can't go into the lock picks. I don't know if I want to go division games with that. But I will take the Lions and the -4 points. I'll go ahead and pick them to cover that.
You got Detroit then.
I got Detroit. Give me
I got Detroit as well for no other reason than I'm a frickin' homer. All right, next game. The Miami Dolphins. Their high-flying offense against the bottom 5 ranked defense of the Washington Commanders at home. Commanders are getting 9.5.
One more time.
Miami at Washington, 9.5.
Miami at Washington, 9.5. Give me the Commanders and the points.
I'm going to take Miami to cover by 10 or more. Next game, the Los Angeles Chargers at the New England Patriots, plus 5.5. The Patriots are at home getting 5.5. I hate that it's 5.5. I wish that it was 3, but it's 5.5. Patriots at home against the Chargers.
I give me the Chargers to cover that, because the New England Patriots are a dumpster fire, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. They're gonna get blown out.
All right. I also have the Chargers. They need a get-right game. New England's tough at home. Their defense is still in the top 10 of the league. They play good defense, but I just think the Chargers are going to have too much firepower. Good quarterbacks have been kicking the Patriots' ass all year. I'm taking the Chargers as well. Next game, the red-hot Denver Broncos go to Houston, where Houston is -3. So Houston's favored against the Broncos by 3 at home.
Go, give me the Broncos. Give me the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to win the game
outright.
Yeah.
I think Houston wins the game close, but I'm going to take Denver in the points. All right, next one is my lock pick, so I'll go first. Arizona at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers are laying 5.5. I think they're going to win this game by a touchdown. Arizona struggling. Only thing they have really is Kyler Murray. And the Steelers can counter that with TJ Watt. I like the Steelers here -5.5 as my lock pick.
I'm going to go with you on your lock pick. It's not my lock pick, but I am going with your bet on that, and I'll take Steelers to cover that.
I am actually 8-4 in my lock picks this year, the best year I've ever had. So good for you to ride with me on that. Next one, Atlanta Falcons at the New York Jets +2. Jets are getting 2 at home.
Jets are getting 2 at home.
With Tim Boyle under center. Come on.
Jets are getting 2. That's not enough. They need more than that.
Yeah. So you like Atlanta then?
I like Atlanta, and you know what?
It sounds like a lock to me.
Gosh, I want to. Yeah, that's my lock pick. That's my lock pick. There's no Aaron Rodgers, right?
No Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Not even any Zach
Tim
Wilson.
Boyle. I just had to make sure that it was Tim Boyle. Ain't no way Tim Boyle beating me. That's my lock pick right there.
Atlanta.
Give me the Atlanta running all over that.
I am taking Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons as well. Indianapolis, at the Tennessee Titans. Tough division game. Titans are at home, laying 1 point. Or they're getting a point. So it's Tennessee +1 against the Colts.
The man, the myth, the mustache. Give me the mustache. I'll let it ride on the mustache.
Russ taking the Colts on the road. I'm going to take Tennessee just because they're the home team. It's a division game. Next one, Carolina at Tampa. Another division game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are favored by 5 points. They are at home against the Panthers.
Oh, my gosh. That's another one of those where you wish it was 3, right?
Yeah.
Give me the Buccaneers cover.
I'm going to take Carolina because I wish it was 3. I'm going to take Carolina because we saw that the Carolina Panthers have fired their coach, interim coach. We've seen this all year. When they fire the coach, the team responds, and they may not win the game, but 5 is too many. Baker Mayfield hurt his ankle last week. He's not going to be very mobile. I think Carolina has a good enough defense that they can keep this game close. So give me the Panthers, possibly to win their second game of the year. Next one, and it's the big one, Russ. The San Francisco 49ers at Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are -3. Wait, no, excuse me. Eagles are +3. I got to double check that. Can that be right? The Eagles are getting 3 points at home?
Wow, I think what they see
true.
is what
the Eagles are getting 3 points at home. San Francisco's favored on the road against the best team in the NFL. I'm taking the Niners on this one. I think this is a mistake. This could be a Pickem or a 1 point spread. I don't understand why Philly's getting a full 3 points. Excuse me. I'm going to take Philly and take those points. So I'm taking Philly in the 3.
Taking Philly in the 3. I go with the part where, gosh, I want to get against you, but I can't that your logic is flawless right
If this
there.
game was a pick'em, I'd take San Francisco, even though they're on the road.
This is, a lot of people call this the NFC Championship already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me Philly in the 3 while it's 3.
Let's hope
Because-
San Francisco wins this game by 1. 'Cause I got Philly in 3. You got Philly in 3. They're at home. They have a 10-1 record. These odds makers know what they're doing, don't they? All right. Next game, Cleveland Browns at the Los Angeles Rams. Rams are minus 3.5 in their home stadium of SoFi.
Gosh, this Cleveland defense is has to be coming off as like legendary because they're winning with Dorian who?
He actually suffered a concussion last week. It'll probably be PJ Walker.
PJ Walker. I mean, this
The Rams.
God, if the Browns had average quarterback play, they would probably be undefeated. They have a great defense right there. God, but you're at the Rams at plus. They're getting 3 or
the Rams are a favorite by 3.5.
The Rams are a favorite by 3.5.
Correct.
Oh, then give me the Browns all day.
You're taking the 3.5 with that Cleveland.
I'm taking
defense.
the 3.5 with that.
I'm going to
Cleveland
take
defense.
Matthew Stafford and the return of Kyron Williams. Blew it up for 143 yards on the ground last week. They got Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp fully healthy. I'll take the Rams and lay the 3.
Koopa who?
Yeah.
Koopa who? Koopa Nakua.
Okay. Kansas City Chiefs at the Evil Empire. The Packers are plus 6.
Ooh. Yeah. Let's have the Kansas City Chiefs cover that pretty easily as the Green Bay Packers come back down to planet Earth.
I think the Packers are going to play them tough. This game will be close. I actually think that the Packers might even win the game, but I'm going to go with you, and I'm going to take Kansas City because that's the more likely scenario. I'm going to take Kansas City.
No, that's the emotional. That's me.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I
using
hate
my
the Packers.
emotion.
That's right. I hate the Packers. That's right. Cincinnati at Jacksonville. This is our last one. This is the Monday Night Football game. Cincinnati at Jacksonville. No Joe Burrow. The Jacksonville Jaguars are an 8.5-point favorite.
Oh my God, that's way too much. I think people forget that you build a team around your franchise quarterback, right? And he's not the only player on the team. Still has pretty good defense. I actually think that Cincinnati might win this game outright with their backup quarterback. And so give me Cincinnati in the points, please.
I'm going to lay the points and take Jacksonville for one reason. Jake Browning. So there you go. Jacksonville 8.5. I got the Jags. Russ has the Bengals. That is your slate of 12 games for this NFL week. Good luck to you, my friend Russell. What would you say your lock was? Yours is Atlanta. You got Atlanta.
I got Atlanta over
-2. You are -2.
Atlanta -2 versus Tim Boyle.
Correct.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you could say that out loud, and you go, why are you taking that bit right there? Why are you taking Atlanta right there?
Oh,
it's Atlanta.
Oh, wait, I'm going to give you a chance to recant, since Jeremy Ballreich from the South Florida Tribune is in the comments, and he says that Myles Garrett is out for the first time this year. Does that change your pick? Cleveland at the Rams -3.5. You're getting the points, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
Uh-huh.
It does. It does. I have to, I got to go with Stafford. They'll cover those points they're not going to be able to do that without Myles Garrett. And if they do, then I'm going to be looking at Cleveland in a completely different light. I mean, if they can do that without him,
I know you got a hard stop at 11:50 today, so I'll plug the show. Every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, it's the NFC North Open Mic. It's not a safe space, folks. Bring your thick skin. Come in. All 4 fan bases from the NFC North are represented. We do some deep dive football analysis. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And Paul, I want you to show up there on Monday night, and let's do a little trash talk, and it's all in good fun.
That's awesome right there. That's Main Event Mike right there. And this is Football Talk with Russell Wayne, not just Lions talk right here. And we do this every morning, 11 a.m. And we love talking football, man. We're not the smartest guys in the world, but we love talking about the things that are out there. We've had great conversations this week. We've had Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker started. There's been news this week. I like that. Malcolm Rodriguez is the two-way player. We talked about that this week. Are the Lions as good as the good teams? That's something that we discussed a little bit this week. The Green Bay Packers got a big game. Is Jordan Love the real deal? Can he stack? That would be 3 good games in a row. After 3, if he has a good game at Lambeau Field this week versus the Kansas City Chiefs, I have to pump the brakes on him. I did not believe in Jordan Love, but if he puts 3 good games in a row, that's what you call track record. It's okay. I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm wrong most of the time. I don't think that I'm wrong. I think Kansas City is going to steamroll you guys. But I could be wrong. I thought we were going to steamroll you guys, and you guys kicked our ass. But thank you, guys. Thank you for watching the program. Football Talk with Russell Wayne. You could take the time to like the video that you're watching right now. That would be awesome. If you're doing holiday shopping right there, we are an affiliate marketing partner with NFL Shop and WWE Shop. If you use our link, then you can get 25% off. And that's the truth. And I'll throw that. This is the Lions gear that I'm going to throw into the comments right here. NFL Shop. Lions gear style. And I appreciate anybody that goes there. And I'll tell you what, if anybody uses that link and they actually want to come to the show for my Tool tribute, if you like the band Tool, I'll give you some free tickets to that if you use our link. That WWE belt is sweet, dude. I want that thing. That's a good question. We might have to answer that. It's good to see you on here, Sarah. Thank you, everybody, for being on here. I can't stay like I had been staying. So I'll leave you with the blessing because it's faith. I believe in God. Faith, family, football, fun. There you go. But faith. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you until we meet again. That'll be on Monday morning. Football Talk with Russell Wayne. God bless you.
It reminds me of a football show, Football Talk with Russell Wayne, 11 a.m. in the mornings. You should watch it because it could be good for you. It could be good for you. It could be good for your life.
What's up, y'all? This is Ifeatu Melifonwu, safety for the Detroit Lions. And I just want to take some time out to give a big shout out to Russell Wayne and Main Event Mike from the Detroit Lions Villain Squad. It's a fan page and a podcast. And I just want to say I appreciate the support of me and my team. And I encourage everyone to go check out their podcast and check out their fan page. Go Lions.